Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I'm literally a mess today because I'm cooking, I have to head to work in half an hour, and also I'm going on holidays in 3 days and I'm freaking out because nothing's prepared, all my clothes are dirty and I haven't packed anything yet. But still I wanted to take the time to talk to you a bit about my holiday and what my thoughts on going on a holiday are at the moment, and what I'm gonna do this year to have a eco-friendly and quite sustainable holiday. One of the things I love to do the most is to fly to the Mediterranean Sea, to Greece, to Italy, to Spain, wherever, and have a great holiday there at the beach, just enjoying the sun. But lately, or for the past couple of months, I've had a really bad conscience about the thought of taking a plane somewhere when I can easily take the train to somewhere else. I don't know if this is stupid because the maximum amount of fly in a year is once, like in my summer holidays. And so I shouldn't really have a bad conscience because there are also so many people that fly that much more. And I don't know if this is not an excuse, but this year I'm doing something else just to try it out. Me and my boyfriend, we are spending our holidays in my home country, so where I also live in Germany, and we're just gonna go to another place where none of us has been before, just to explore that area. So the first thing we actually do to reduce our carbon footprint and reduce our CO2 impact on the environment basically is to go by train. So now I have got some numbers and I'm sorry, but I have to read them because I cannot remember them. I tried, I failed, and yeah. So as a little comparison, last year I flew to Mallorca for my holidays. It was also 2 weeks, and for one person flying there and back again means that your CO2 emissions are 680 kilograms. I checked this on the internet, I hope this is true, but this is just for comparison reasons. So 680 kilograms to fly to Mallorca there and back for one person. So taking the train and also our bicycles, because we're gonna take our bicycles. So for one person there and back by train to where we're going now is 25 kilograms of CO2 emissions. So it's already a big difference, 680 to about 25. I had to guess a bit because they didn't have the exact place where I wanted to, just a place close by. So the same distance to go by plane, these 25 kilograms, if we were to fly this distance, it would be 180 kilograms of CO2 per person there and back. So that is already a huge reduction and has a lesser of impact on the environment than flying. So this is our first step to a more eco-friendly holiday. Just try and check the pricing. The prices for a flight versus the train in this case is quite similar. It's around 100 euros per person there and back, so there's not really a difference. The only difference is going to Mallorca is like a whole different country, another place, but going by train I'm gonna have to stay in my own country. But that's how it is, and I don't mind. I've never been there. It's gonna be a great holiday anyway. The second thing that I do to have a more eco-friendly and sustainable holiday is the means of transportation at my destination. So oftentimes when you fly to another country, you also have to rent a car in order to get by. Public transport is not always very good in other countries. I'm not speaking for every country, but in general, we don't know anything about public transport in another country if we've never been there. So here in Germany, I know exactly what the transport situation is going to be like, and we're going to take our bicycles and do all the things that we want to do by bicycle, and if it's a bit further away, we're gonna take the train again to reduce our emissions. So not only looking at the transportation to get to your destination, but also to be aware of what kind of transportation you use at your destination during a holiday is a great way to have a lesser impact on the environment as well. The third thing that I always do if I go someplace to have a good impact on the environment and the place where I'm going, because I don't want to leave the place where I'm going dirtier than it was before, is that whenever I walk around or something, I've got a reusable bag with me and I pick up the trash that I see on the way. So now we're going to an area where there's got to be a lot of woods and sea and beaches and dunes and stuff. So whenever we're gonna go for a walk, I'm gonna take a bag with me and just clean up the place a little bit. I mean, it doesn't really hurt. I did this in Mallorca as well. I'm gonna insert some pictures, I think, here of all the trash that I don't know, carried out of the sea every time I went swimming. So this is something that I do it each holiday just to give back a little bit, and then I'm gonna put it into the bins to have it recycled. And I just hope that this has a bit of an impact, at least when people see me picking up trash in Mallorca. Some of them responded really well and they started helping me to clean up the beach. So that was a lot of fun. Other people were just looking funny and not caring about what I was doing at all. But hey, you cannot please everyone. But that is another thing that I do to have a more eco-friendly holiday, is basically clean up the place where I'm going. It's just one simple thing more to do. Then the fourth thing is something that I think every travel YouTuber is going to recommend to you, to have a more sustainable holiday in terms of the use of plastic and stuff, is just to bring your own things. Just bring one Tupperware container, one reusable mug, I think that's going to be for me, and some reusable bags. And I think this is all I'm going to bring. So nothing more. It's just that you have the bare minimum to, when you get a takeout meal, to have all your things with you so you do not create more plastic waste. Of course, that is the thing that I also do like in my everyday life, so it's not a big change for me, but it also doesn't take up more space in your luggage, because you can just put your cables and electronics into your Tupperware and then put this in your bag. Not only is it more organized that way, but you can also at your destination just unpack everything and then you have your containers and stuff with you. So I don't think that's a big deal. And yeah, also great thing, take your own bottle with you, especially if the tap water is drinkable in the country we're going to, because that just saves you a lot of money and you can just fill up your bottle everywhere. So yeah, it's a really basic tip, but I think this helps a lot to have a more sustainable holiday and also a more zero waste holiday. And finally, the last step that I'm taking to a more eco-friendly holiday is not to buy any souvenirs, because I think souvenirs are nice for the time that you buy them and that you maybe even give them to someone else, but then they're gonna land in the trash because actually no one can use them. It's most like decoration and just knickknacks that you think are a good idea to send. So what I do, first of all, in my destination, if I buy any souvenirs, it's gonna be something like a t-shirt that I can wear for a long time. Or I buy experiences instead of souvenirs and just take lots of pictures, because that is what I'd like to remember my holiday by the most, is pictures. And I think buying experiences is just the best thing you can do, because you will remember them your whole life and you do not have a big impact. So we are going to go on a lot of cycling tours, hiking, going to the beach, and that literally doesn't cost anything, and it is a great thing to remember your holiday by. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed these little tips. I'm not gonna go. I think my food is burning right now, and I'm not even kidding. I haven't been there in 8 minutes, like the whole length of this video, and I need to check on my food. But I hope you enjoyed this little tip, and tell me more about your holiday and what you do to make it a bit more eco-friendly and sustainable. I hope to see you in the next one. I think it's gonna be a minimal packing video for a cycling holiday, which of course I'm doing. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next one, and bye.